Okay, so there's this band called Hers, and they are okay. They're pretty good. I mean, they're kinda nice. What I'm trying to say is that I love them. So, Hers, a band from Liverpool, England composed of Stephen Fitzpatrick, main vocalist and guitarist, and Autumn Ladding, who played the bass and sang backing vocals. I first found out about this band through their song, Cool With You, and that's because I usually hear music on YouTube, because I think it's way easier to find small, rare, or unknown artists. That's why I think that YouTube recommendations are a blessing to me, because they allow me to find new artists, they allow me to hear new music, and that's why I really enjoy using YouTube as a music platform. So when I first heard this song, it was amazing. I thought to myself, like, why hadn't I heard about this group before? They're excellent, their sound quality is amazing, and I enjoy their vibe. I don't consider myself a fan of any artist, because there's no artist whose whole repertoire is excellent to me, but I do become somewhat of a fan for individual songs. I may fall in love with a song and then see the artist as one I like, but what I focus on is the song. I enjoy analyzing songs in my mind, hearing every detail and think about what it reminds me of and how they make me feel. And I enjoy doing that with Cool With You by Hers. I got interested in this group and wanted to know more about them. Heard some other songs and finally found out who they really were. For some reason during that time, there wasn't much information about them, or at least it wasn't as easy for me to find it, as it is now. Sadly, I found out that they had passed away in a tragic accident while heading to a concert a few months before I discovered them, and this was sad, and it basically made me feel very sad because I saw enormous potential in them, and the more I researched about them, the more I felt that they could have been the next big band, a bestseller, one that will make history and change a lot of things as we know it. But they were stolen from us, and we will never know what they could have become. Years passed and I started listening to Hers again. This time YouTube recommended What Once Was, and I really enjoyed it. I even thought of making a cover of it or just record it to see if I was able to replicate their sound. And then more songs started appearing in front of me. Harvey's, which seems to be one of their biggest hits, although it's not one of my favorites, but I do enjoy it, and Breathing Easy, which I became obsessed with for a few weeks. Breathing Easy's intro seemed amazing to me. I love the voice of Stephen, he's one of my favorite voices out there, and I love the way he plays with it, the way he makes use of this tool that was granted to him, and the way he has fun singing, playing, and laughing while on a tiny live concert. He clearly had a love for what he did, and that is easily perceived. I decided to give Harvey another chance, and then a song was recommended to me. Stress Relief by Late Night Drive Home. A song I had never heard of, and a groove I didn't even know existed. And just by listening to the first 10 seconds of this song, I thought to myself, is this some kind of modified version of Harvey's? And as seconds passed, I thought, is it a cover? Was it stolen? A copy perhaps? Or maybe a homage, a tribute to Hers? 2 years later, after Hers' tragic accident, this song was released. A clear inspiration by Harvey's is present, or maybe one of the biggest coincidences I've ever witnessed.
Take a look at this! Jesus Christ, that right there is...
It does seem to be inspired by Hers. The chorus follows the same melody, and even though the lyrics are different, and two languages, English and Spanish, are present, it is easy to hear the strong similarities with Harvey. Late Night Drive Home appears to have released their first single a few months after Harris' tragic accident, and this band from El Paso seems to be growing quite a lot, and I'm eager to see what they are able to create for us in the future. Harris is now gone, but the legacy is present. New groups are being inspired by them, using what they left us to grow, to experiment, to have fun, and entertain others just like they did. This song, this tribute, is amazing to me, because it lets me know that Harris won't be forgotten, and what they did was not in vain. They'll change the world as we know it, and they will be the next big band, the next hit, the next bestseller, the next top ranked song, and all of this in the craft that they inspired others to make. This is the first video of a series that I would like to call The Song That Remembered, and I wanted to focus on musicians and their influence on others, the way their craft impacted the scene, and why they will be remembered. I hope you enjoyed and you stay with me for the next episodes.